Welcome, everyone, to today's podcast episode on measuring communication effectiveness. I'm Yogesh, and I'm joined, as always, by my thoughtful co-host, Lily.
Thanks, Yogesh. It's great to be here. Communication is the heartbeat of any organization, but what's often overlooked is how we measure whether that communication is actually effective.
Exactly. We assume that if we've spoken or sent an email, we've communicated. But effective communication is about what's received and understood, not just what's sent.
Right, and without measuring communication effectiveness, we're essentially flying blind. We might be talking a lot, but saying very little.
So today, we're going to break it down. What communication effectiveness really means, why we should measure it, and the various tools, metrics, and approaches that can help us do that well.
And we'll also cover how communication measurement varies by context, like internal versus external communication, and how leaders can use feedback loops to continuously improve.
Let's start with a basic question. What does it mean for communication to be effective?
To me, it means that the message was clearly understood, that it created the desired impact, and that it prompted the expected response or behavior.
Spot on. It's a blend of clarity, alignment with goals, emotional impact, and behavioral change.
And that naturally leads us to our next big theme, why measuring communication matters.
From a leadership perspective, if you're not measuring, you're not managing. And with communication, that's especially dangerous because miscommunication can erode trust, reduce productivity, and create confusion.
And in the digital era, the channels are so diverse. Emails, chats, video calls, internet posts, social media. It becomes even more critical to track what's working and what's not.
Part 2. Core Metrics and Frameworks. Let's dive into how we measure communication effectiveness. What comes to mind first for you?
The first thing is clarity. Are people understanding the message as intended? Tools like comprehension checks, quizzes, or open feedback loops can help gauge that simplicity.
Then there's engagement. Are people actually consuming the message? For instance, if you send a newsletter, what's the open rate, the click-through rate?
Right, and internal communication pulse surveys are a great tool, asking employees how informed they feel or how frequently they receive updates gives you a baseline.
Another powerful metric is message recall. A week after a team meeting, how much do people remember and apply?
That's a powerful indicator. I'd also add behavioral change. Did your communication lead to action? Whether it's adopting a new system, changing a habit, or attending a training, outcomes matter.
There's a great framework called the Communication Effectiveness Pyramid. At the base is reach. Did the message go out? Then awareness. Did they see it? Then understanding. Did they get it? Then belief. Do they buy into it? And finally, action. Did they act?
Love that. It mirrors the marketing funnel too, which reminds me, external communication needs different metrics. Brand sentiment, customer feedback, PR response, social media listening.
Definitely. With external audiences, Net Promoter Score, customer satisfaction surveys, online reviews, and sentiment analysis play big roles.
And with social media, we can track likes, shares, comments, but more importantly, the tone of those interactions.
There's also qualitative feedback, what people are actually saying. Numbers are great, but stories reveal the why behind those numbers. Part 3. Tools, technologies, and real-world applications.
Let's talk about the tools available. What's in your communication measurement toolkit, Yogesh?
For internal comms, I use tools like Microsoft Viva Insights, Office Vibe, and sometimes custom Google Forms to gather quick feedback.
We use Slack analytics to see which posts get reactions and which are ignored. That tells us what kind of content resonates.
For email campaigns, internal or external, I use MailChimp or HubSpot. They give deep insights into who's reading, clicking, and responding.
Survey tools like Qualtrics or SurveyMonkey are great too, especially when tied to specific campaigns or cultural initiatives.
On the external side, tools like Hootsuite or Sprout Social give good analytics for social media. And brand monitoring tools like BrandWatch or Mention help track what people are saying.
And don't forget AI-powered tools that analyze tone, sentiment, or even suggest clearer wording. Grammarly, for example, offers tone detection in real time.
Let's bring this to life with an example. Say an organization is rolling out a new hybrid work policy. What would you measure?
I'd start with initial understanding. Do people know the new rules? Then confidence. Do they feel supported? Then compliance. Are they following the policy?
And finally, sentiment. Do they feel positive about the change? And over time, productivity. Has it improved or declined? Part 4. Feedback, continuous improvement, and leadership insights. Let's move into feedback loops. Why is feedback so crucial in measuring communication effectiveness?
Because communication is two-way. You can't measure effectiveness in a vacuum. You need to listen as much as you speak.
And feedback tells you not just what was heard, but how it was interpreted. That's gold.
Leaders can create structured feedback channels. After major announcements, follow up with, how did that land? Or what questions do you still have?
Also important, act on the feedback. People will only keep giving honest input if they see something done with it.
100%. I also believe in real-time corrections. If a message didn't land well, clarify immediately. Don't wait for damage control.
That's leadership in action. The best communicators don't just deliver messages, they manage outcomes.
And it's not about being perfect. It's about being open, adaptable, and committed to improving communication quality.
So to wrap up, measuring communication effectiveness is not optional. It's the only way to ensure your message has meaning and your strategy has impact.
And with the right metrics, tools, and mindset, every organization can improve how it connects, engages, and influences its people.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thanks to all our listeners for joining us. Until next time, keep communicating with purpose.
And don't forget, what gets measured gets better. See you all in the next episode.